You are listening to Oh My Health, There Is Hope podcast.
When your heart is aching and your world is shaking, don't give up. No, don't give up.
Hello and welcome to Oh My Health, There Is Hope, the podcast. I am your host, Jana Short, and today I'm really excited to be here with Dilan Dane. Dilan is the CEO of System2, the first relationship-based technology accelerated fitness brand that prioritizes longevity over quick fix exercise fads. Dilan grew up in Sri Lanka, South Asia with his family, and income was less than $20 a month. Through the kindness and generosity of others, Dilan was able to move to the United States at the age of 20. He received a scholarship and financial aid to attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where he studied computer science and physics. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to start sharing all this information that you're going to share with us. But first of all, welcome.
Thank you, Jana. Really great to be here.
And the first thing we ask all of our guests when we start every show is we ask them to share their story of hope. Like, what led you here? What made you pick this genre to get super passionate and excited about? Do you want to share your story of hope with us?
Yeah, I feel like I have had many stories of hope, but I think the one that really stands out is, like you mentioned, I was at MIT in college, and as an immigrant and someone who's new to a lot of the things that was going on, I was having a really hard time dealing with depression, mental health issues as well. And as you can imagine, MIT is a very competitive place. And I had this breakthrough moment where I was introduced to a therapist and a mentor through a professor who noticed that I really could use help, and that made a huge difference in my life. This person got me working out every day. This person got me thinking about my health, thinking about my well-being, and really helped me create a much more balanced life and feel better about myself, which in turn improved my grades and just was like a huge life turnaround, started me on a journey of personal growth that still continues. And I think that moment is when I first realized the importance of fitness for mental health and everything else. And that is why I'm in large part that I'm building the company that I'm building right now as well.
By the way, Dilan, we've almost done 300 episodes, and that is not the first time I've heard people tell me that they've used fitness to enhance their mental health through depression or lack of sleeping or anxiety. And they turned to fitness because somebody turned them on to it. And it literally opened the doors for them to be feeling better and dealing with things better. So I love that you talked about that, because again, it's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is, it's not such a big secret even, right? Like if you look at all the literature around happiness and mental health, the top thing that contributes to improvement in those vectors is being fit, or like just some level of activity, right? Like going for a walk even makes a huge difference. And everything else that we do really is like secondary to that. And even then, a lot of people find it very hard to build a habit around fitness. So it's challenging.
I agree. It is definitely challenging. One of the things that I really want to hear about is, you said you're the CEO of System2, and I would love to know what that means, relationship-based technology, accelerated fitness. What is that?
Yeah. So when we were looking into this space and trying to figure out how can we have a big impact in fitness and help people, get fitter and be more into fitness, what we noticed is that a lot of people struggle with fitness, not because they don't have access to some fancy secret workout equipment or like some diet, that they don't know about. It's oftentimes the motivations, inspiration, and this is even more evident if you look at our own fitness idols, like athletes, movie stars, executives, even politicians. Like all these people have personal trainers, right? That they spend thousands of dollars on per week, sometimes not month. And whereas the regular person does not have that luxury of having a fitness coach. And so we think that is the secret, that is the missing ingredient in helping a lot more people, making it much easier for them to enter and stay engaged in fitness. So then we thought, well, how can we make that a reality? Can we bring a coach to every person if possible? And we noticed that there are a lot of really good coaches out there, really influential coaches, inspiring figures who talk about fitness on Instagram, talk about fitness on various other types of media. And some of these people are athletes. Some of these people come from personal training backgrounds, nutritionists, mental health coaches, etc. And but a lot of the times these people are crippled by, they want to reach more people. They want to build a business. They want to help a lot more people, but their reach is very limited because their time is limited, and the resources that they have is limited when it comes to business, marketing, technology, and all that stuff. So what we do is we find exceptional coaches and we empower them with technology, business assistance, and strategy advice, marketing assistance, and all this stuff, and help them build a brand that resonates with hundreds of thousands of people. And through that, we are able to reach all the people that resonate with these coaches and help them out. So that's what we do. We work with influencers, personal trainers, and athletes that who already has a certain level of influence and reach, and then we help them build a thriving fitness business.
I want to just touch on why this is so important. Everything you said is one of my hugest platforms to other coaches, maybe not necessarily always fitness, but when you're trading time for money, you're going to hit a wall, right? And especially if you're using that time to do all of this alone. So if I said, well, I can do this on my own, I can build my own social media, I can take the time to do this, I can strategize myself. Those are dollars I'm wasting because I'm trading time for money. So that's money out the door. And by the way, the work is probably going to be just because that's not my field of expertise.
Yeah.
So connecting with someone like System2, like Dilan, like the program that they already have that's tried and true, is what you need to start shining that light on you and your brand and your program and who you are. It's powerful stuff when you start going to the experts to help you with that. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Look, a lot of these coaches are also independent entrepreneurial. So sometimes they want to do everything by themselves. But the truth is, right? Let's take an example. Take Kayla Itsinas, for example, who is an Australian fitness influencer, really well known. And she generates $100 million a year in revenue, while having massive impact across so many people's lives, which is what a lot of coaches want to do. But she's also backed by 91 people, right? She has this massive team behind herself that was built over many years of learnings, many years of making mistakes, a lot of investment, and so on. A lot of coaches, a lot of influencers don't have that kind of resources. And so that is what we provide. We essentially put an entire back office behind the coaches that we work with. And hopefully our mission is to find next 10, 20, 100 Kaylas and really empower them so that we can reach thousands, hundreds of thousands or millions of more people, and then help those people become healthier and fitter.
So I'm just going to walk us through that process. I'm a coach. I'm an influencer. I have maybe 20,000 followers, right? So I'm kind of a baby influencer, a micro influencer, but I'm like, I want to help the masses because I feel like what I am teaching and sharing with people is so much more, right? It's so unique, it's special, but how do I get seen? Because I will tell you, it's a multi-billion-dollar business for a reason. Yeah. Online, it's saturated. And then you added COVID to where everybody came online. And there are people who've rolled out of bed and they have a great physique. And they're like, you know what, I'm going to teach fitness with no background or training. And you're competing with all your education, all your background, and your 20,000 followers. You're competing online? How do you stand out? And how do you get seen? So let's tell me, like I have 20,000 subscribers or followers, and I'm a micro influencer, but I want to become a massive influencer. And I come to your company. What does that look like?
So I love that question because micro influencers are actually our sweet spot. The reason is they have the hunger and the drive, and they're just getting started, and they're building their brand in a specific way, and they're the perfect place where we can really help them define who your target customer is and define what your brand is. So we will take you through this entire process where we work with you to understand who is that, who is the ideal customer that resonates the most with you, right? I mean, not all influencers are the same, and there are these differences among them that makes a huge difference. And we identify who that customer is, and then we create a brand package that resonates with that type of customer and resonates with your personality, right? And then we build you a website, we build you apps, iOS, Android, Apple Watch, etc. apps, and there are more platforms coming, and an entire tech package, and also tools to stay in touch with your followers, tools to understand what's going on in your business, and so on. So it's like this whole technology-backed package that we provide to you that makes it a breeze for you to run a fitness business. And then we work with you to come up with your product, right? So what is your product? Is it a personal training product, and how do you price it, and so on? And once we have done all of that, we come up with a launch package for you, right? So you actually don't even have to do much work here. We really work with you and come up with a precise go-to-market plan. And the beautiful thing here is that a lot of these methodologies have been vetted and very well understood by the professionals in the space. But as an influencer, if you're doing it by yourself, you might just not know how to do all these things, right? So we kind of provide all of this kind of neatly bundled up to you, and all you have to do is essentially follow the playbook and and be your own authentic self, and keep building your brand, where we kind of like do all the nitty-gritty work in the back end.
So you're kind of like if you were in the movie business, because here I am in the middle of Studio City, which is surrounded by studios. You're kind of like a publicist, right? You're creating that beautiful feel around who your client is. And you're kind of a manager, because then you start helping them manage what that looks like. And then a promoter, because then you go out and start the promotion part of it. So price point wise, what does that look like for clients? Like, let's just give them a variation of what that looks like coming in.
Yeah. So we want our influencers to price their product at a premium price point. And the reason is, again, it takes a bunch of their time to deliver these services. And we make all that very easy using a whole lot of tools that involve AI and whatnot. But at the same time, it's a premium service that the clients get. So we want to price it to their clients at around at least $120 a month and upwards. And some of our more famous influencers are able to, charge a lot more per month. And then the way we make money, System2 makes money, is we sign a revenue share agreement with the influencer, and you still get to keep very much the bulk of the revenue. And for all the services we provide, we take a standard cut. And the best part of all of this is that there's no upfront investment for you as an influencer. So we do this entire process, and we make this massive investment in you without, with just like, because we believe in you that you can succeed, and we only make money when you make money.
Okay, so this actually to me sounds way too good to be true. So, like, seriously, there's no upfront investment in me. I'm giving a percentage of what I'm going to be creating. So I've got income coming in, and you're taking your cut, which, by the way, is what producers and managers and promotion people all do. They take a percentage, so they do the work. Yeah. And because if they don't do the work, they're not making any money. It's just money out the door. So it's in their best interest. They're now a part of your brand. It's in their best interest to take you as far as they can. Yeah. So it still sounds too good to be true.
It is.
It's not.
That's very good. Yeah, I mean, we are pretty selective about the influencers that we choose to work with. Like you said, we do look for a certain follower count. We do look for a certain kind of X factor. We also look for how driven you are and how active you are when it comes to posting and engaging with your clientele. And all those things really matter. But beyond that, it is absolutely how it works. There's no upfront investment, and we are fully invested in making it successful.
So then let's talk to the people that you're looking for. Like, what if I'm a coach and I'm listening, and we know you're out there listening because we have a lot of listeners, and I'm listening down. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck at 30,000 people and I really want to just keep growing. I'm stuck at 10,000, whatever that is. Who are you looking for?
We're looking for fitness influencers specifically right now, and we will likely expand into other markets. But right now, we're very focused on fitness influencers, and we're looking for influencers who really are passionate about building a training business, right? Working with real clients, helping real clients succeed. Now, there are some influencers who actually don't want to do this. They kind of are more interested in, for example, making brand deals and stuff like that. And they're not super interested in working with people and helping them, which is completely fine. Our ideal influencer, though, is someone who wants to build their brand as a coach that helps people and works with people. And this can be in various forms, whether it's like video-based coaching or one-on-one coaching, where you design a meal plan and a workout plan for clients and that type of thing. And yeah, and you, as long as you're someone who has some level of momentum, and you're super motivated to build your own brand, build your own business as a coach, we would love to talk to you. And yeah, reach out.
So how long does a process like this take? So if I come to you and I'm, at that 20,000 and you accept me on as a client, and what does that process look like? Are we talking 3 months, 6 months, a year from start to finish?
Actually, way shorter. Right now, it takes about 2 months, and our aspiration is to bring that down to 1 month.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm super excited about this whole program you have. I love that you're doing apps, because there's a lot of fitness coaches that are banging it and they just like, I don't even know how to create an app. I
Right.
want one. Everybody has one, but I don't know
Yeah.
how to make that happen.
Absolutely. I mean, to touch upon that, one reason why we were inspired to enter this space also is because we at least thought that a lot of the apps in the fitness space, especially apps that are available to coaches, were not that high quality. And we want to create something that's really, really good. Our entire team, including myself, we come from Silicon Valley product backgrounds. We've worked at companies like Google and Facebook and et cetera. And we really know what we're doing when it comes to technology. So we really wanted to create a beautiful, powerful experience that's easy to use, that type of thing. So yeah, we put a lot of thought into every little thing about the technology piece that we have built. Yeah, I mean, our coaches love it so far. So we'll see.
So I think this sounds amazing. Is there anything more about this that I'm missing, that maybe they're writing books as fitness coaches? I have a lot of fitness coaches that I work with that have books and they promote those. But I will tell you, as an author, you don't make money off book sales. You make money when you get people like Dilan who blow your book up and like gives you credibility, and people want more of you because of that book. And they're coming to your product as far as you coaching them and teaching them. Yeah. But is there anything else that's hiding in there that I'm missing?
Let me think. I don't think so. I think the main point also is that we are very much invested in kind of growing with you, and all the technologies that we're going to build in the future are also going to be available to you, right? So we have plans to enter, for example, like, can you deliver your workouts through an Apple TV experience, or even like VR type of experience, where, there's a lot of emerging technologies that we're interested in exploring with coaches. And then also we don't really do this yet, but helping coaches launch their own product lines, that type of thing. Those are also things that we want to do in the future. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, influencers are a massive trend, and there are so many that really are really good at what they do and really inspiring figures. And we really want to empower them across the world, and and reach a lot of people that way.
Influencers are so powerful right now that the money behind creating commercials, they are not, nobody watches a commercial anymore. They're on TikTok, they're on Instagram watching reels, and that's where they're getting their sales. Like that is a massive part. Like one influencer goes on and they're sold out. Like it is crazy. It's so powerful, like what you have as an influencer and how you can impact the world and the growth. So I love what you're doing. One of the things I always ask all my guests when they talk about something that they've created, that's their baby, what was the mission behind it? Like, why was it so important for you to give a boost to these influencers?
Ultimately, it really boils down to what I mentioned at the very beginning. How can we help as many people as possible feel better about their body, feel better in their mind, right? And when we really dug into what could help people work out more and be consistent with it, we realized that perhaps what's missing the most is that inspiration component, is that coaching component, is that personal accountability. So, and then we thought, hey, there are these amazing coaches out there. Why don't we empower those folks to have that type of impact on all these people that can be helped by these people. So that was the logic. And I think that was a great decision, honestly, because we've already, I mean, the enthusiasm that these influencers bring to the table, I mean, they deeply care about what they do, right? And it's just like such a perfect match for us to find amazing, motivated influencers and empower them with what we're good at, which is technology and business side. And it's just like, works out so beautifully.
So can I tell you, like, hands down, this is the best program I've ever heard of out of anyone I've ever interviewed. And I'm not just saying that. I keep thinking, why doesn't somebody do this? Why doesn't somebody do this? And then I met you and you've already done it. And now I wish they would do it for other platforms, maybe not, maybe mindset coach, maybe mental health coaching, and really take those people and get their voices heard. It's like giving you a magnaphone, right? You're sitting there shouting on a little box, over the crowd. And now somebody's going to say, here, use this. Here's a magnaphone. You're going to reach more people.
Exactly. Yeah, we absolutely want to enter into all other types of coaching. I mean, coaching is so undervalued and honestly too expensive for a lot of people, right? And we want to bring that cost down using technology and amplify really great coaches to reach a lot more people. That is our mission.
I love it. I cannot wait to see all the people working with you blowing it up. Thank you so much, Dilan, for being here. Can you please tell everyone where they can find you and learn more about all of the stuff you're doing?
Absolutely. You can go to getsystem2.com, GETSYSTEM, the number 2.com. And then, we have a bunch of information there. You can sign up if you're an influencer there and we will reach out to you. And and please reach out. We're so excited to work with anyone who's really motivated. And that is the primary thing that we look for.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I'm super excited that I got to meet you and that I got to share this incredible message of something amazing you guys can all be being a part of. If you fit the criteria.
It was so great talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dilan.
Thanks for listening to the Oh My Health, There Is Hope podcast. Make sure to visit Jana's website, bestholisticlife.com, where you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Google Play, or listen there, so you'll never miss an episode. While you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you simply tell a friend about the show, that'll help too. Let's change the world together, one health expert at a time. Looking forward to seeing you next time.